Alright, so finally FedEx updated after being late. They said delivery late. Stuff showed up at the shop, so I'm gonna head in and get it. And then it's my boy's birthday today, so we're heading to Jump Park and see if I can put my back out. But yeah, it'd be good to have some parts come in finally. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, nice. Whole bunch of stuff came.
Hi.
How's it going?
How about you?
Not too bad. We got a lot of Moser stuff here, guys. I didn't tell anyone what we were doing for the rear end, but this is what we're doing. So I'm gonna get this stuff loaded up. There's like 6 boxes here and they look heavy. Well, that one says heavy. I'm gonna get loaded up. We're gonna get this home and we can start putting stuff together. Moser Engineering. So we got 6 boxes from Moser that we need to open up. I'm overwhelmed with, I don't even know what to say. To be partnered up with Moser on this is absolutely crazy. So it's pretty awesome. We're gonna get this stuff all put together. I'm gonna clear the bench off. We'll put it all together on there. We can go through it and talk about what we got here and why I went the route that I did. But we also got our engine mounts too. They came in the mail. It was a great day for mail. FedEx not showing up yesterday is what it is. We got our stuff today. So the engine mounts I looked at, they are noticeably different than what's on the car, the 307 mounts. So that should put that engine where it needs to be, and then we can do the cross member. We can do all that great stuff. So guys, things are moving along now. I got to see what this housing looks like. One sec. What's up, guys? So we're back in the shop, and we had, through a series of a few unfortunate events, we lost a bunch of video and a bunch of audio that we did last week, and I'm not really excited about it because we did a whole bunch of stuff with the frame, and it sucks because I put a lot of time into it and explained it. We did unboxing videos, we did a whole bunch of stuff. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take you through what we got again with audio this time, and we'll go from there. I'll explain what we got going on. We got our diff here, so we've had it mocked into the frame, but let's talk about what we got. So we were at PRI this year. We went down there, we were on the hunt for parts. That's what we were there for this car, and looking to see what we could find. We wanted the best of the best, so we looked at several companies for different things that we're doing with this thing. So we decided that we wanted to go with a Moser Engineering diff. Now, those guys are absolutely amazing to deal with, amazing. So don't mind the mess on the bench here, but this is what we went with. We went with the M9 fabricated housing. So this is their muscle pack 9-inch kit. Now we're going with 35-inch spline or 35 spline axles, and it is braced on the back end. They say after about 750 horsepower you want to have a brace diff. So we're shooting for more than that down the road, right? So now when I talked to the guys at Moser, I wasn't looking for anything for free. I wasn't, so I just want to preface by saying that. I'm not looking for anything for free for this car. We talked to several companies and we wanted to put the best in our car. And Moser we had some discussions and they wanted to help me out with the build. And what we got going on here, it's not just my car that I'm building for myself. I'm trying to show you guys that you can go racing, you can build this stuff yourself. And my first idea was I was gonna take a 9-inch out of a car that I had in the back and move the perches and do all that stuff myself and do a complete budget diff. But for the power that I'm going to be putting in this car down the road, it doesn't make sense for me to have to upgrade it down the road. So everything we're doing to the car right now is for the end game. I didn't have to do all that boxing for that 454 over there, but it's all what I wanted to do so that when we get to where we're at, we're gonna be good. So Moser, they helped me out with this diff. Like, I phoned them and we had some discussions. They're great people to deal with. They know their stuff. They're all racers there. They have racing programs. And I said, I need it. Like, I'm looking at a 9-inch, and we wanted a 9-inch for the third member for changing gears out easily, right? So if we go to the track, we can put a different gear set in if we want. Like, it's not a whole bunch of work to change out the third member. So that's where we went at, but look at this thing. It's gorgeous. Like, this thing is a work of art, really. Like, they got their logo on the oil plug. So these are your shock mounts here. We're doing coil over adjustable shocks, which I've never done before. So there's going to be a whole video on assembling this because there's quite a bit to it. And I think if someone else buys one of these, you can watch my video and I'll kind of walk you through it, I guess. But we have several mounting points for our lower trailing arm. So that will adjust. We can adjust angles and stuff like that. Sorry. But yeah, 35 spline axles. And then we're running AFCO shocks. And look at these things, you guys. What? No way. Like, these are so nice. My only concern with running a shock like this is I live on some gravel. So these are adjustable, like fully adjustable for ride height, for stiffness, everything. So one thing we are going to be doing with these shocks is I want to be able to show them off, but being that I can't, just because of the gravel, I got to protect them, right? You don't want these things getting beat up with gravel. Like, everyone knows what gravel roads does to shocks, especially in the rear end. So I was talking to my buddy Rob, and he actually suggested using lay flat hose. So he's done it in the past where he puts a lay flat hose over top of the shocks and it protects them from gravel and getting them all banged up. So that's probably what we're gonna do. But we're a ways away from that. We are still building the cars. The other thing that we're putting on this car is Wilwood disc brakes in the back. So we want to make sure we'll be able to stop it, and that's something I asked the guys at Moser. I said, hey, how are we stopping this thing? And they said we're gonna send some Wilwood disc brakes with it. So that's awesome. They were so great to deal with, and I know what you're thinking. Oh, it's because you're the No-Way guy. And maybe it is a little bit that, but I mean, they're just awesome people, down to earth. They're my kind of people too, right? Like I'm a gearhead, so I can relate to other gearheads, and it was absolutely awesome that we could have a discussion, and this is what we came up with. We got some mail today too. Let's check it out, see what we got. So excited about this. If it's what I think it is, which I'm pretty sure it is because I only ordered one thing. Can I just say that Detroit Speed stuff is on point on the ship? Like, look at this. What? No way. These are sick. Oh man, check this out. And Detroit Speed did not send me this stuff for free. Like, I bought all this stuff, just so you know. But man, oh, is that ever nice. I'm super excited, you guys. So we got some Detroit Speed trailing arms for the car. We got another box here I'm gonna open up, see what's in it.
Try not to mess this stuff up because I'm not used to having nice things. Like, I don't get nice stuff usually for myself. Normally I just whatever I can buy. Look at those. Isn't that beautiful? Let me show you where these go. So I bought their speed kit. Now these are gonna mount right. How'd they go? How do they go? They'll mount like that. And I gotta figure out which way they go. Like that. So they connect that. So essentially what that does is tighten up this rear end. I'm so excited, guys. We're getting there. Okay, so these are the uppers. And these are gonna look so good. Right in there with the diff. Oh, hold on. I gotta check out the lowers too. We gotta pull this stuff out. Oh, these are nice. Oh, like the packing is just, look at these, you guys. Like, that is sick. Oh man. Like, in the packaging alone, like, why am I getting excited about the packaging? I don't know, but look at it. Isn't it sweet? And these, like, just awesome. And then we got our frame connectors. Definitely don't take much to get a car guy excited. Like, here, look. This is the stock one. This is what came in this thing stock. And compare it to this. Here, I'm gonna put them side by side so you can see. But look at them. Just beautiful. Oh, like, it's a shame that these are gonna be hidden under the car. But this makes me want to go online and start ordering more stuff. But we got more parts we got to order. We gotta get some. So we're gonna have the diff is on its way. We got to do some ordering for some engine parts. And we got some big decisions to make on that I think I should involve my wife, but it's one of those things where you just ask for forgiveness after, right? Isn't it easier to ask for forgiveness and permission? So we might do that with a couple things here, but super excited. Oh, awesome. Okay guys, so we got the engine out, we got the hoist in the back, and we're gonna get this diff loaded in here. So I got these crossbars in, so nothing moves, but we'll get everything put in here, and then we can put our wheels in and see where everything lines up and mark our spots where we're gonna notch it. So guys, we got this put in here. This is one of the videos that the audio was no good on, so I'll try and explain it as we go, but we got it in. You can see here we have adjustment for up and down, as well as the lower trailing arms. They adjust back and forth too, so we can set angles, we can really dial this thing in. So with it in there, we can get our tires rolled up and find center of where we want to put our marks on the frame. I have it roughly marked, but this way I can actually physically see where everything needs to be. So that's what we'll do. We're gonna put a wheel in here, and then we'll get our marks all lined up. And this is about the ride height it'll be. I got it pulled up so we can get everything figured out and go from there. I gotta say, this thing looks sick in here. And it is a damn shame that that this car sees gravel, because everything is so nice that we're putting on it, and it's gonna get all rock chipped and stuff like that. So, but not everyone lives on pavement, and it's definitely not gonna be a pavement princess, obviously. So, all right, so this is just kind of a rough mock-up. But these are the size of tires that I want to run on it. Maybe like on the track, I'll probably run this size, but on the street, I want to run a wider tire just to give it that mean look. But check this out. Oh, is this what? No way. Look at this, guys. So this is another video. The audio is all messed up, so I'll try and explain it, but check this out. With this thing in here, it looks sick. We're able to exactly see where the tire is going to be, so we can get our marks exactly where they need to be. We're still trying to decide if we are actually going to do the mini tub. I think we will, but like you can see, we're going to gain about 2 inches there on our chalk line. But this thing is so nice in here. It's a shame that it's not going to get shown off. And yeah, we're trying to see where we can put braces and stuff to stiffen it up too. But that's where we're cutting it. Going to save about 2 inches on each side. But I'm getting excited because now you can physically see what is going on here, right? It's these these rims actually would have worked if I had a stock, if I was running stock housing, but because I narrowed it, essentially what I narrowed it is the back spacing that I need to make up. So I could run a wheel spacer. I don't know if you can run those on a drag car. I'm not 100% sure, but I just wanted to make sure where my marks were is good, and they are. So now we can get cutting on this back end, and this thing looks pretty mean. So we have had it mounted in so we could see where we're doing our, I made a mark right here and a mark right there. So that's the amount of the frame we're cutting out, and once we do that, then we'll be able to put our big tires on it and we'll be happy. But the dual coilover kit that they have, that they sent, actually bolts in to the stock mounting bracket. They send a heavier duty bracket and it mounts right there and you're good. So once we get the front frame or the back frame done, then we can move up here. And I have new engine mounts for it, so the 454 will sit where it's supposed to be. We're about at the point where I'm going to be able to start revealing more of what we're doing to this car. So now you know what we're running for a diff. So you're starting to get, when I say I'm building a 9-second car, I'm building a 9-second car. I'm not like, it's going to happen. It's not going to be with that engine, obviously, but we have a lot of stuff going on and we're putting a lot of cool products into this car. And it's all because of you guys. I appreciate it. And I mean, I'm trying to show you guys that you can go racing. You don't have to go out and build a car like what I'm doing, because I'm going crazy. I decided I was gonna go full crazy with this car. And you don't have to do that. You don't have to go buy these diffs, but they are there. This is a very affordable option. If you're putting 750 horsepower to your wheels, you're gonna want a good diff, and you can buy the axles, you can buy whole housings, they have everything there. So we're gonna get going on this thing, and hopefully my audio works on all this. And I'm gonna have to figure out some lighting in here because these lights are just terrible, but we got a lot of cool stuff that's going to be going on here real soon. Like, we could have the body, in theory, the body on this by the end of the week, and we can be starting on that. So once frame goes out to get coated, the body's coming in, we're mini tubbing it, we're doing some cool stuff with it. So be sure to subscribe, you guys. Every subscriber helps. I'm so grateful that I've got so many people that want to join in on this build and really watch. We're getting some great views, and it's pretty cool. But this car, you're going to see this car around Alberta, probably into Saskatchewan, down in the States.
We're trying to work out some deals to get it down to some races down the States too, but I got to make sure it works too. So, I mean, I got to do some test tunes. So we got some Friday night street races, a couple tracks here in the province that I'm hoping to get to and break some hearts with. So we'll see.